teams at Grail have been siloed.
Silo. Okay.
And so that's now things have started to unify. I would say in the past year, there would been a lot of activity to kind of try to unify these silos. So where I step into incident response is last fall, I think November, October is when the last person who was trying to work on incident response left. And so when he left, I kind of inherited his Google Docs, which I'll share with you.
Yeah.
And then started to work on this, but it isn't my full-time gig. I'm embedded in a website team. I work on DevOps and infrastructure. I do some other stuff related to SRE and DevOps. So really, when it comes to incident response, I've sat in on some RCA meetings and some incidents and watch what happens, and I have some insight in that. But I think you will have, it sounds like you carry a wealth of knowledge from your previous jobs. So my guess is what you'll see here is that most of the incidents, at least that we've seen, have to do with that siloing, where a team might not exercise change control the way they should, and they'll make a change to their system, and then a day or a couple hours later, we realize, oh, that change affected this other system, and so now we have an incident, and how do we work to resolve it? So that's my experience here with incident response. I'm very happy to hear that you've been working on this for a while, because prior to this meeting, I was scrambling to assemble some documents for you to say, like, okay, here's what we have.
Yep. And let me give you access to this. Then therefore you can dump the link in here.
Yeah. So let me.
You give the link.
Access to that. I just put some of the information.
Copy link.
In this Google Drive, and then I have a flow chart which you might not need at all, because I think it's all stuff that you probably know. So let me pull this up.
And we're both Dan, huh? That's funny.
Yeah. I'm learning that is Dan is the English version of hobby.
Oh yeah.
Because now there are lots of Dans, and there's also a lot of hobbies and hobby ops.
How do I fix this thing here? Let me see. Do I need to yes connect? Do you see that?
Google Drive. Yeah, do connect. See how that works.
I think I did.
You might need to okay the connection between the accounts. Oh, I got you. Here it is. Okay, so let me say here's some. So that's one resource. You can pull that up on your screen. And then the other one I wanted to show was, so here's a doc. I'm not sure if you have access to Lucid right now.
Lucid? No, to dump it in. If I don't, sure.
If not, I can also just show it on the screen right now to walk through.
Yeah, that would be great. If you could walk through, that would be great.
But like I was saying, so there are two more things that I need to put in here too, which will take a second. And I mentioned this the other day. There's an incident response policy doc for security team, and then there's another one for the rest of the software team, which I think should be unified.
Okay, can you send me those two?
Yes.
I might. Is that the only two you're aware of it?
Yes.
Okay.
So I doubt I would tell you with, I think, 85% confidence that those are the only two. But you can do a search through Viva and see. And there might be, facilities might have another, and then it wouldn't be, and then check with lab ops. They might have another incident response for like the physical world. Okay, let me see if I can pull this up.
This is okay. Is this a general response, or this is playbooks?
Playbooks would be unique per
product or something.
Right? And that's where you'll find that you'll be able to do a lot of work there. How's that? Okay, here's general incident response plan. This is one page. SO2.
So Dan, when you are you off in office every day? Let me just put that up. Or Tuesday, Thursday?
I'm
Or?
usually in the office every day.
Usually, okay.
Yeah, that's my normal pattern. I live up in Redwood City, so it's not
Pretty close.
It's not a challenge. It's not a very challenging commute. So,
Okay.
although I was very envious, I was on the phone with someone who was at his house in Santa Cruz,
Oh, that
and
was.
it looked like a beautiful day. I thought, maybe this isn't. Maybe I could come home. Let me find.
So I put that in. So there's a security response playbook, right?
Well, there's a security response. There's a policy for the security team, for instance.
Okay, I'll let you put it there.
I have too many windows open. Okay, here is this is the general one. I apologize for the length of this link. This is. No, I can't have it. Okay. Then let me dig up the security one.
Okay.
There you go. And then here's the security side, and then from this you can glean the IDs and stuff. Once you open the doc, it'll tell you the policy number. Which I can do right now for you. Have you gone through all of your
Training?
Viva trainings?
That's a weekend job, man. Seriously.
No, it is. I remember when I started the first day, someone actually made a misconfiguration. So the day I started, all of my trainings were overdue.
I told
so
you.
that's
Man.
and it was like 30.
37.
And some of them are very light, like the
But there's like hard deadline.
But yeah, and then some of them are like, oh, read this 50-page doc on HIPAA compliance. And,
Oh my god.
Okay, so
There was another one. You said a lab one.
I'm curious if they have their own. That's what I'm saying there. So let me look. This is what pops up. Let's see.
Security response policy.
Let's see. Straight response. And then. Okay, I will. I'm a former tech writer, so I love to edit docs. But I believe that's
Yeah,
you.
you're former tech writer.
That's how I started many years ago. I was a tech writer for a HR and
Yeah.
payroll software company, and then from that just got more and more into tech until eventually I got into the back end of code. I went from writing a doc to creating code samples for the doc to QAing the products for QAing those products to developing those products.
So I can get rid of this, right? This part here.
You'll need, that's the whole link into Viva, but you can hide that if you want to bury that as a.
This is Viva too, right? They're both Viva.
All three are Viva docs. You can
One,
do that
two.
for bio dash.
What is the POL03 versus different?
So that's security policy 3.
Okay.
That's just the shorthand. And the next one will have, I conflated two things, so when I put a title,
Yeah.
the next one, security SOP.
What's a SOP mean? Okay.
So let me do this way. I'll hide all the link garbage from.
Yeah, just link it, I guess, huh?
Yeah, like this.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's cool. We can have some sanity here. And then let's do this. Skip this one.
What is the difference between the second one and the third one?
Here, let me, if you can share, I'll pull it on the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
sign.
sure.
I can pull it up for you, I'll show you.
Sure. Okay. No, I can. Should you want me to click on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to sign it to view that.
Yeah, no problem. I think I'm in the way.
Oh, beautiful, okay. So it normally goes policy, SOP, standard operating procedure, and then sometimes there's a work instruction, but there aren't work instructions for these. So policy is the higher level, and then SOP is a little more detailed.
Policies, I was the first.
But it's not a hard and fast rule. So some teams, if you recall my earlier comment about siloing, some teams, they operate differently. So that policy, like if you go to the third one,
Okay.
if I'm correct on this, SOP. That gives you channels here. Right, there's one more. Why am I seeing another one?
So policy is the highest level on the hierarchy. Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. You wrote this thing from scratch. Okay, so there's a general Grail incident response plan that should be available from the Google Drive link that I gave you.
What is this?
And
What is this thing here? Folder?
Yeah, I think I tabbed something wrong.
Can I delete it? Yeah.
Delete it and I can remove it.
Okay. I'll let you think it person. I'll ask you a question.
That's what I'm doing. Beautiful. That's what I was trying to accomplish. Okay, so if you go to this folder.
Which folder?
So click there in that Google Drive right there. So
this one here?
Yeah. So then you have to hover over that part. There you go, and then ask me for access, and I will grant. Okay.
Try again.
All right. I got you. Okay. Yep.
Nope.
Refresh. We're faster than Google is.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, so if you open up that, so start here with the plan. So this was a draft that was created by someone who's no longer here, and so that was, can you pop, so that links, is that gonna go to another, okay, beautiful. Okay. So scroll down and you can see there was some feedback solicited from the author whose name is Satish, he's no longer here. And so there's a couple other players that we're adding. Now you'll read through this and I've got my bias, which you can read in the comments, but it seems like this plan was conflating two things. One, it was conflating incident response with then just kind of definition of the organization under IT and software. So there's a lot of places here where it goes into, like, if you scroll up, it defines like the different tools and which teams own them, and I don't think it necessarily needs to be defined in this response plan, but it does go into, it does capture some response specific information.
So what
it defines terms, and then
okay.
It has an action plan.
Brian. Okay, so wait, hold on a second, let me go back there. Let me see. So that one we just went through, hold on a second, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back.
Yeah. So that doesn't exist in Vue right now, so this hasn't been published.
Oh, so this is something not in Vue right now, this is something different. And why was this one created?
And it's, exactly. That's where I was saying, like, there's already a security team response, there's already, and I think, right, there's already security policies in place to handle incident responses.
Right, it's like
so I don't really know what the purpose was behind creating yet another policy.
Yeah. And
I think that's why the original author was getting the feedback that he was. So you can digest all those.
But which one are we? So what was the purpose of creating another one?
The purpose of creating that one is that aside from things that are tagged specifically as security incidents, there wasn't a specific policy for across IT and software. So teams were doing their own exercises. You know, there's a common kind of generic form that I put in that Google Drive, and that's what folks were operating off of. If you look at that RC8 template, the first one right above that one. No.
Here.
Right there. Yeah. Oh, and you'll need access to that. So hold on. No, that I might not want to be able to share access with you on that other one. So let me see if I can just pull it up.
And who's the gentleman that's not here anymore in this doc you mentioned?
That is Satish. If you go up to
Satish.
History, you can see. But last About last year, I think it was maybe last June or July, the company created this SRE team, which lived for a few months, and then Satish left, and then the team kind of dissipated. But there was this concept of, hey, we need an SRE team, site reliability engineering, and part of that will be incident response, and that's where this all started to manifest. Right, there's the out of scope 221. So
Okay.
there was this idea that security team had its own processes and no one wanted to interface with that. So they even carve out here and say, we're not touching the security team policy. This is our policy, which I think is not an ideal way to run
No.
incident response, especially because, as I'm guessing from your experience, when there's an incident response, it's a constant analysis to know if it's a security issue. It's not like at step one you just decide, oh, this isn't security related, right?
No, I mean,
I would think it's an ongoing analysis as
yeah.
you're collecting
I
data.
mean, it's, you first gather out a key fact first, right?
Right,
Then
yeah.
a key fact. At first, it may not be very clear. Maybe it's both.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Right.
Is that you might not know.
You
And
might know.
later on, as you discover logs and you
Then things will come
access,
up right, and
Right.
things
You might
they
notice that.
iterate.
Yeah.
So let me ask this high level. So we have this new VP, right, Abby, right?
Right.
And he, I think this incident's gonna be all under him,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So does that mean he's gonna cover the whole company?
I don't
See, I don't know. Or just cover part of the products? I don't know.
I don't know. That's why I was saying, like,
Yeah.
if someone spills something in the lab,
Right.
that's not a software incident, that's not a security incident, but it's an incident.
It's
that
an
needs to be
operation
addressed.
incident.
It's an operation, right.
So what is the scope of the code? And something I had to ask him. And he just joined like 2 weeks before me.
Right, yeah.
And he mentioned there's a lot of silos going on.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So where's the boundary?
Mhm.
Before Abby arrived,
Mhm.
there was an incident team called under Janet, right?
Mhm.
Does she deal with all security incident only?
Only security, and
Only
so I'm
security.
not even sure what that would entail. And
Yeah.
if you go back to the Google Drive,
Google Drive.
right there, and click on this, that's the incident reporter. You won't have access. Okay, so we'll just go old school. So so this is a spreadsheet. For some reason, it has a timestamp on the front of it, but it's the current spreadsheet. And that's-
2023?
Right, but it's still current, so I'm not
Oh,
sure why they
okay.
maintain that timestamp. But this is the incident tracker, and so this is across IT, and you can go down and see the latest one. So there should be some 2025s. And so this is what people work off of when they have an incident. This is where they gather the information. There's some links here. There's a process by which it varies, but generally someone creates a Jira ticket. Usually there's a Slack channel opened. There's not a lot of technical coordination between those. So depending on your technical expertise in this area, there's a lot of green space where you can use the Zoom technology and PagerDuty and all these things to align so that the communication channels are complete and obvious.
So is this the master list of
This
everything?
is the master list of incidents since 2023.
And it's
That at least fall under IT.
IT. So these are IT. Okay.
Yes.
IT.
Yes. But if you look, like, I think one of them is a barcode scanner failed or something. So it's not just the desktop, SaaS that we're using. It's also our desktop or SaaS. It's also some of the apps that are used that are operations related.
Oh, does this capture security incident or just is this the whole master list?
This is the
master.
This is the most master list I know of.
Okay.
I don't know of any security.
I trust you.
I don't know of any security team
Okay.
incident lists.
Okay. So I finally found the master list.
So this is the master list.
I trust you, Dan. Hey, 1 week, 6 years.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if there is a security list, I do not know about it.
Okay, no.
So-
I won't worry about it. I go by your word.
Okay.
So how
gain access to this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so send a request, I think it's owned by Shoab, is my guess.
Okay.
So he's probably,
All right.
although look who's in here right now is Jackson, so I wonder if Jackson is.
I don't know, I think I did already.
Yeah, he's on vacation. He's
That's
not
fine.
next week.
No problem. He's the only one can grant access? You cannot?
No.
Why's that?
Um,
Because, I mean, that's exactly we need redundancy, backup.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah. Well, I just might not be the backup. It might be, I see Patrick is, but who's also on break.
Okay, well, I know it's only a
Yeah.
doc, but still, right?
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
critical. It can wait, you know.
Yeah.
But one of the
Yeah, and you'll see, and if you read through, I think that might be some of the issues that happen, is that there aren't backups for these things. Like I mentioned, sometimes change control isn't in place for various config changes that people make. So one team may make I'm trying to remember which one it was. There was access to RStudio, which is a software application used by our researchers. And we did a big migration to bring applications under the umbrella of Okta for access control. And that wasn't tested out, and they brought this software under Okta, and then a lot of people that needed access lost access. So that's what I mean, that those are kind of change control related issues that.
Do we have I got so many questions. Do we have a repository type of incident that's happened? Is it a dashboard so we know the scope of incidents, classification? This is it.
And that's it.
That's it.
And so that's where you will find,
Okay.
I mean, that doc that I showed you
Yeah.
that that hasn't been published, that tries to go into, okay, how do we classify incidents? What does that mean when they're classified? And if I could show you one more thing, just to overwhelm you, here's the,
I try to keep my sanity.
I put in, let's put it.
And I know you're here, so I can always ask without the question, which is good,
Okay, so I tried to put together this flow chart of
Perfect.
how, and then there's lots of sticky notes on it for where I have questions and comments, and so please don't get caught up on the
Yeah.
presentation of the information, but
Yeah.
generally this is a flow chart. And so in here is where and I tried to pull in, and I also usually reference where I get the information from, although
Cool.
hopefully I did that.
Cool. This is something I was asking, right, earlier, put on my.
Did I do that? Okay. If I didn't, then let me know, because
Yeah.
I should have done that. But because typically I try to source my information and say.
So you just put this in there.
I put the link in the
Doc?
notes, in the notes doc.
Okay, let me see.
And so whenever you get access to Lucid, I'm not sure if you have.
Oh, I
if you
should,
have
I should.
access.
Let me click on
Go
it.
in and you're welcome to do whatever you want with this flow chart. But what I tried to do is, I tried to, first and foremost, I tried to come in from the perspective of the on-call engineer, and then what decision points they have.
So this is the only flowchart that exists right now?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Preparation, backup.
That's all kind of generic information, but the real incident response starts right here, which
Right
is.
here?
Yeah, which is, some notification comes in, and then you have to write the events acknowledged by the on-call, and then you go from there.
And you can.
And so the big thing, and I had done this, so here's what happened, so I told you that in, I think December is when Satish, who had been working on this, left, and then I inherited some of that work, and then I was working with my then manager, Alexis, who then left a month later. And then everyone kind of said, okay, let's hold off on incident response, and I have some other things to work on. But so there's been some turnover, and that's why that position exists, and that's why they just said, hey, we need a dedicated person to handle this. But what I tried to do here is outline, and this is just in terms of incident response, the process. And I'm guessing that you've already done many iterations of this, so this might take you 5 minutes, if that.
Yeah, I have it in my head.
do, but for us, we were mapping this out for the first time.
Oh, it's okay.
So that's why,
Yeah.
I have decision points, okay, who decides the criticality, and then what does that
Sure.
affect? And then there's some technical things, I don't remember if I've thrown that on this chart, but there's some technical things and you can tell me if you have you seen like tight integration between PagerDuty and Slack and Jira to capture all this, or or are you more coming from the procedural side and not the technical
No.
integration side?
It depends, right? The PagerDuty kicks in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know how it works here.
Mhm.
At Google is we have on-call person, right?
Yeah.
That's on-call person, right?
Mhm.
And either he or she will get paged or he or she will get assigned,
Right.
right? So and because we have 24/7, 365.
Yeah.
Nobody we get paid, but they're always there, right?
Right.
It was in business hour, right? Because they knew who was on call, is he or she to be available and
Right.
to do the first level triaging.
Mm-hmm.
And I think right now is we have a third party vendor called, what's it called, Amatruck?
I'm not sure.
No, I mean, don't we have a third party vendor that does manage the incident right now outside?
I don't know.
No?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
That was what Ryan was telling me.
Okay.
But I trust you, if you don't.
That's good to know. No, but that might be
Security incident?
that might be security incident.
So I need to differentiate, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is an IT incident.
This is IT incident. Right.
Okay, there we go. So I learned something.
Yeah.
There's a security incident.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
IT
Because
incident.
because this would all be internal. My experience and what this is all dealing with is internal systems.
Okay.
If there's an incident there, then it's an on-call engineer within Grail. It's a Grail employee that's either getting a notification through PagerDuty or they're noticing that the system is down or behaving sluggishly.
But this could actually impact external customer too, potentially, right?
Yeah. Yes. Good.
And you mentioned that it seems like two should be together. I know, but that could be a huge scope, I guess, huh?
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how you wanna do that, and like you said, you might wanna talk to Javi and see if he's
Yeah,
on
I'm
board
just
with
trying
that,
to-
or if he wants to keep them separate.
Yeah, I know, I mean, in the previous company, they were all together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the purpose of the incident commander is just kind of facilitate, right? They put
Right.
people in,
And-
it doesn't matter internal, external.
And I would think too, I mean, ultimately, this is gonna be presented to the board, or to the execs, to the leadership team,
Yeah,
and I don't think they're gonna care if it's,
yeah.
I would think that they would want they would want similar information for whatever the incident was. They would wanna know what happened, when did it happen, how did we control
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
how did we resolve it, how did we prevent it?
So right now we have an issue of, we have a secure incident process. I think, Janet and Brian,
Mm-hmm.
they showed me a playbook. I wonder if it's the same. Oh, I think that's the same one you shared to me, I think. Let me show you.
Oh, in the Viva
Yeah, yeah.
documentation?
I think it's the same. Let me show it, pull up quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Here. And you tell me they're the same because you kind of know. This one. Tell me this is the same. Version 4.0.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Is that this one?
Yeah, that's one of the ones I
Okay.
sent to you.
Okay. Which I think it was the same. And this one here.
That playbook, that I haven't seen, so let me see.
Ah. So this is a security playbook then. Have you seen this?
I have not.
See, there's a lot of playbook here. See here?
Oh, that's great.
So,
Are those all, can you extend
yeah, I just extend.
this part so I can just see the title list?
Okay, where you want me to go?
Just right there and pull it over to the right.
Uh-huh, database?
No. That little, those little two lines.
Oh, there, okay.
Just to, yeah.
Got it.
That's all I wanna see, I just wanna get the titles.
Yeah.
Because I imagine these are all, duty, cloud trail, okay.
So when you look at this, these are playbooks basically.
Yes,
These are playbooks.
yes.
And these are playbooks for security or
For-
everything?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. So it's if CloudTrail is disabled, follow that playbook. If the bucket isn't encrypted,
Right.
follow a clear, you know, right? That's great. Those are fantastic.
Oh, you didn't know about this, huh?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know that those existed. It makes sense. I've seen those for other software within the company,
Uh-huh.
security related.
Uh-huh.
But you know, it's not built out for every team or for every application.
No,
For
I
every
don't
piece
think
of
so.
software. Right. So if I just to show you for 1 second, the bulk of what I work on right now is
Yeah.
the business systems list, which is in a few forms right now. But it's a list of all the applications that are used or sanctioned by the company, mostly SaaS apps. And the IT team would use this, and therefore the on-call engineers. And so not every application has a playbook like that, which is one of my end goals, although not in the current phase that I'm in. But so that's nice to see that they have that for the security team, because eventually this is the intersection between incident response and this business systems inventory. Is that okay? Great, we know what applications we use,
Uh-huh.
but if there's an incident,
Mm-hmm.
now we know who to contact. But then what is that person? If they're an on-call engineer, what do we know
Yeah,
that they
yeah.
have? Do we know that they have a playbook? Do we know that So that's eventually I'd like to get to that and have those.
So
for
this is a
every-
complete application. How many we have? I hate to ask.
We have 304 listed here.
And this is our IT.
This is across the company.
Okay, company application.
Right. But right now we're going through a process where we're using a piece of software that will also detect what SaaS is existing in the system. Because if I'm going to keep hitting this drum of silo, because there are teams that bought their own software, and it's not
Bought their own software?
and so it's like across IT, I know all the software that's generally used, but like, you know, we're learning in the past few months, legal purchased this other software, and the marketing team has this other piece of software,
Oh, that's bad.
and it's all run within infrastructure, but they're you know, the money's coming out of their budget, and they're supporting it themselves,
Uh-huh.
so that might not be generally known. So we're trying to sniff out all of that using another piece of software to detect.
What a mess.
Yeah.
Silo.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that was a small. I mean, when there was that transition in the fall, I inherited the BSI thing and some work on the incident response.
We could ponder on this for weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah? Good thing you're in office, and I'm not going to say I'm going to bug you every day, but we got a lot of moving parts, right?
There's a lot to do. There's
Lot to do. There's a lots of wheels spinning everywhere.
Yeah.
More of it that we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta just remember, right now, you're focusing on IT incidents, right?
Yeah, that's the focus. That's where I come from. But once I started this and saw all those other docs, I thought, why are we having multiple processes for ultimately to address the same issue, which is incident response? I mean, some of it would be, because I think the forms that are used, the reporting structure, the whole process should probably be the same, regardless of incident type.
Here's the thing, hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
In the company, should there be multiple incident management team or just one?
Thank you. That's another issue because when now the two people that I worked with are gone, so I don't know. But their thought was anytime there's an incident, there should be one or two incident commanders, and they should be involved in every incident.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because right now, it's like who owns what? I'm not clear.
Right.
What is the scope of incident management? IT? Oh, sorry, forget IT.
Right.
Internal, external,
Mhm.
or both?
Right.
That's one, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking out loud, right?
Sure. Yeah.
When I was at Google, we just own Google Cloud incidents.
Mhm.
Very straightforward.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing else. Because so in a sense here, what is the product? what product we do own? Do we own the internal system? Okay, if so, which are they?
Right,
I mean, there's 300 of them, right?
yeah, right,
Do we own all 300? Who owns that, you know?
right,
Incident-wise,
Yeah.
incident-wise,
Yeah.
manage incident.
right,
Those are the questions,
yeah,
you know? Once I've that narrowed down, it's a lot easier. We support these 20 products.
right,
Simple, 20, like Google Cloud, Gmail, Doc,
right,
incident management, we take care of that. Very sure. We don't care about Google Pay. That's not the cloud product.
right, yeah,
Very clear.
Yeah.
Because they have their own instance, which is fine.
yeah,
So I'm trying to figure out what's the model right now. It seems like there's multiple incident team right now, huh?
yeah.
Yes?
Well, it's almost every team that has their own, you know, every team has their own process.
Yeah. Maybe they don't call instant team. They just call their own resolving team, right?
Yes, right,
They might be performing the incidents,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So is that true, Dan?
That's the hope. Yes,
They-
and that's why we were trying to come up with some common tooling to say, okay, at least we'll have some common forms that everyone gets to, and we'll have a process that everyone understands.
Yeah.
So even if you don't have an incident commander that's involved in every incident, you can know that when an incident happens, the same process is being
Correct.
followed by everyone.
Correct.
Because the forms are so, you know, the process is so obvious by the forms that, you know, it's a run book, it's a generic run book
Yeah.
for every incident.
Yeah. It's okay to have multiple incident team, like big one.
Yeah,
That's fine, but we have 300 little silo incident. That's
Yeah.
you'll give everybody crazy, you know.
right, yeah.
But
Well,
again,
some of those would be, you know, some of those are third-party apps, and so if there's an incident with
yeah,
some of those, we're going to depend on their security team and contact, right?
yeah. I'm just trying to, you know,
Sure.
the,
It's a lot
so
to
I
figure out.
yeah, I can see what is, you know, maybe the executive. What does exactly want us to do? I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Yes.
right? Avi is he's new, you know.
Yeah,
He has lots of experience, you know, no question
Sure,
about
yeah.
it. I just know him for 2 days. I don't know. So I can definitely think. I'm just trying to understand the current situation right
Yeah.
now, right?
Yep.
There's
Yep.
nothing for me to recommend. I'm just trying to understand it right now.
Yeah,
What's
right.
the as is condition right now?
yes,
How does it work right now? You know?
right,
Like Ryan told me, you know, I'm kind of discovery phase right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. You know?
Right.
Like today, I learned something from you, right?
yeah, I like to, like, now you've piqued my interest. I haven't talked to Ryan about this, because I've been so focused just on the IT side of it, and then this when I.
Well, you know, Dan, we gonna be buddies.
Yeah, good,
I mean, I trust Alex.
yeah,
You know, Alex say, you know, Dan's gonna be your buddy. Yeah, I trust. You know, I don't question Alex, right?
All right.
That's my instinct, right? I'm gonna trust Alex. You know, he has a good. I think he has a really good sense, right?
yeah,
He might not be able to explain it. I just trust him. Follow the leader.
okay, yeah,
So you know, same thing. You know.
yeah,
So yeah. And I'm this is my first week. I'm just put pieces here. I got all my notes here. You know. Okay, so Dan, let me. So I got a meeting soon. with-
oh, yeah, sure.
No, I want to capture. Let's go back to my notes here. Am I still sharing?
You are,
Okay. Let me see. And you don't need to write this, and you don't. I'll write it. Just so you can. Where's my? Okay. Not Ryan. Dan. Here we go. Okay, let's focus on this. Okay. So I think what's working well, Dan? What do you think is working well right now in incident management team?
I think that in terms of the Grail developed software and the IT side, they can usually self-manage their incidents, but they're not given tremendous resources. So I think they're kind of finding their way, and they have to rediscover the process each time. So I think that's the biggest thing that we're going to offer them is just direction to say, okay, here, this is what you have to do, and it's going to save it. You know, especially with your expertise, you can tell people this is going to be the most efficient way to address the situation.
So right now, And how many? When you say, how many engineer teams we have?
Yes.
Do
That is my response. Yes. I don't know how I can dig this up.
I don't know, just based on your experience, you know.
How many teams?
Yeah,
I'm
how many
sure.
teams?
I would say we're dealing with. I mean, if we want to include IT, depending on how you slice it, I would say
Approximately. You know.
15, a little less than 15.
All
I'd say
right.
a dozen.
Let's say 15
Say-
teams.
Right.
These are global team. And when you say team, are
I'm
they
saying-
all located
I'm saying-
USA?
I'm just saying within IT
IT?
and software engineering. So under Satnam.
15 teams?
Yeah, let me look. I mean, it depends on how you slice it. The way I would go in and figure this out is go to people, and I just did this, but I can't. I have to look at what my notes are. But if you look at just reports to Satnam, he's got 9 direct reports.
Who's Samna? Who's Samna?
Satnam
Sorry.
is the.
Oh, yeah,
VP
him.
of
Right,
security.
right.
Yeah.
So he has what? 9.
He's got 9 direct reports, and some of these folks, so there's Abhi, and then some of these folks will have multiple teams, like Alex is going to have.
Oh, okay,
He
so-
technically has multiple teams. He's got platform engineering, which includes on-prem engineering, which is Patrick's team, and then he also is going to be absorbing a lot of IT. And then you have, we can go to Jacob, who is in the UK, and he has. I don't know how they slice this up, but this team is responsible for multiple different projects. So that used to be maybe 3 or 4 different teams, but they were all consolidated. So that's why it gets sticky. And also, this is the common view of the org structure,
Yeah.
which is you can't get a bird's eye view of it. You have to zoom into different. There's like a kind of a fog of war around this.
So it would be safe to say, ideally, we should support everything under Satnam.
Yeah, under Satnam.
Satnam. Is he the only SVP software?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's easier. There's not multiple one, huh?
No, there are multiple SVPs for software.
I think I need to kind of downgrade from my scope because while Google there was so many.
Yeah.
So there's only him.
Right.
And IT is under him as well? Yes.
IT is under him as well.
Okay.
IT, this is the confusing part, and I think we're about to go through a reorg. So
Yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna-
know.
I'm not going to show you much about the current structure.
Okay.
But like IT right now is really owned by Shoaib,
Uh-huh.
who then has 15 direct reports underneath him. But he reports into Milan, who is a software engineering director.
Uh-huh. And who does Milan reports to?
And Milan reports into Satnam.
Oh, okay.
But so here's IT, but then this is a Grail developed software team that he works on. He's a DB architect, and this is another platform for Grail developed software. So it doesn't. I think that's one reason why there's going to be this reorg is because having IT under Milan doesn't necessarily make sense because Milan is mostly the commercial software. And IT, interfaces with everyone.
Yeah.
So to nestle that under Milan doesn't make sense. And that only happened because my previous boss was Alexis, who was the head of IT, and then there was Alexis and Satnam. And so there's just been a lot of juggling of the org. So
Okay.
so hopefully after the reorg, things will not only make more sense, but then we can get some visuals of here's the org structure.
Yeah. And Abby said it's coming next week,
What's that?
the reorg.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's what Alex said, like the 22nd or something. So I guess that
They're
falls into next
polishing
week.
it up right now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Well, at least I learned something. We just need to worry under Satnam.
Yeah, under Satnam.
On Satnam.
Yeah.
Satnam. Okay. Satnam. Yeah, I met him. He's a nice gentleman. Very friendly, down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
How many? He reports to Bob.
And
right?
he goes into Bob.
I wonder how many people report to
Greg,
Bob.
And
One,
He's
2,
got
3, 8.
he's got Bob has 8 direct reports.
Okay, so he has.
So there's Josh, who is the president. Harpal is he's the exec in the UK, so he's the president of International. I don't know Danielle's role. Andrew is chief commercial.
we don't need to integrate with them. Maybe legal.
There's legal.
Yeah,
there's
legal, it's always involved.
And then here's finance, Aaron.
Yeah, so this gentleman, do you work with the legal team?
I do not, I haven't worked with them before.
7 direct report, that's not too bad.
Right.
Only 7 lawyers? Oh, there's more down there.
Yeah, there's 7 direct. And
Yeah,
then
there's more
then
down
those
there.
People will have some others, but it's pretty lean actually. We went through. I'm trying to think. We went through a round of layoffs.
Layoff? Yeah, why there were layoffs?
Earlier in what is this 2024?
24.
Yeah, in 2024 we went through some layoffs, and then we just had another smaller round earlier this year.
How come? Why is it layoff?
I think they went. So do you know about Grail and Illumina?
Yeah, they split.
Yeah, they split. Yeah, they split. But for a while, we were getting great funding from Illumina with the idea that they were going to bring us back in because we actually spun off of them because they had this idea for the test. And then that didn't occur. And so when that didn't occur, we had to look at our finances because we weren't getting all that funding from Illumina anymore. So it was I think obviously a financial decision, and then the decision was made at a time when we were coming up with a new version of the pipeline.
Blood test? Okay.
Of the test, and so they made the cuts, and then they knew that once that new revision of the test was going to come out, they could make some additional cuts once that test was developed. So it was one big round of layoffs, and then a smaller round that happened once the new pipeline was done.
Nobody likes layoff,
No one does. It changes the.
It's not good for morale and everything, and then it disrupts all the work that's happened.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Dan. The last thing is, I probably want to set up at least at minimum once a week.
Sure.
And I know you always do. I can always drop by.
Yeah.
That's a benefit. I say,
Yeah.
Dan, you have a few minutes to.
Yeah.
You okay with that, right?
I would prefer if we had a schedule.
Definitely, yeah.
And
Friday? Is Friday good? Which day you like?
Fridays are great.
I think Friday is good
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you always here Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at least for the next few, I won't be here. Just get to mingle with people.
Yeah.
I think Friday's a little bit quiet, right?
Yeah, it is. And don't if you want to follow. Most people follow a Tuesday Thursday model where they're in the office Tuesday.
Yeah,
Thursday,
I'm going to
Thursdays.
come every day because
If
for
you
me it's
wanna-
very beneficial.
Yeah, if you want to do that, whatever. I
Okay.
know you're just starting, but when you get to the point where we're working more remotely, let
Yeah.
me know. We can
Yeah.
reestablish our time frame.
I think it's very beneficial for me to come and talk to real time. It's
Yeah.
easier to
Oh,
understand
yes,
and
yeah.
easier to mingle,
Yep.
whiteboard, everything.
Yep. Yeah.
Not to mention
I'm
food,
old
Chris.
school.
You don't need to worry about kitchen.
Yeah.
And hey, free air condition too, right? Okay, the pig is the traffic, but that's okay, right? I can stay cool for 8 hours, right?
Right, yeah.
So, all right. Thank you so much, Dan.
Yeah.
Let me think of something, and I'll set up a Friday recurring meeting.
Think of it, and then I think if I understand your kind of decision points right now are you going to work on incident response for
Definitely.
IT and software, or are you going to include security?
I think that's the thing I'm trying to figure it out. I
Okay.
think it's probably going. I think that's something I need to check with Abby, right?
Right. Yeah.
I think it's always my guess. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I think at least Abby. Well, he owns it. He owns this.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you might find that some of those silo walls are pretty thick, and so it might be difficult to break down.
But Ryan reports to Abby too. So Ryan reports to Janet. So we're all in the same house.
Right. Yeah.
It's just whether maybe they'll just focus on security and I focus. I don't know. I don't know how it plays out, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna have a talk with Janet in the next few minutes.
Yeah.
See what he's saying.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dan. You're welcome.
Let me take a bio break before coming back.
So where are you coming in from for your commute?